Alright, so this is going to be Ojama's, and so yeah, this is going to be a deck contest. It's like an entry deck contest thingy. So we're going to start off with the Synchro, Black Rose Dragon. It destroys everything on the field, plus itself, when you Synchro Summon it. 2 Ojama Kings. It can occupy up to 3 of your opponent's spaces. This is like the cheapest deck I ever used, and it's so good. Like it's really good actually. And 2 Ojama Knight, it occupies up to 2 of your opponent's spaces. Now for the deck, 3 Ojama Blues. They search out pretty much any card that has Ojama within its name, so you can search out pretty much anything from your deck. Usually the OTK stuff. 2 Ojama Red, you get to special summon up to 4 Ojamas from your hand. The basic lineup for the Ojamas: 2 Ojama Green, 2 Ojama Yellow, 2 Ojama Black, 2 Green Baboons. Really good actually, because if one of your beast monsters get destroyed, you can special summon this from your hand or graveyard by paying 1k life points. 2 Honest, it gives that nice 1000 pump to one of your life monster, especially when you're trying to OTK your opponent. Mosaic Manticore is just there for a fill-in. The Breeze Dragon, Synchro Summoning. Gores, it stops OTKs. After the spells, 3 Ojama Country, it stops, you get to discard a card with Ojama within its name to the graveyard, and get to bring back one of the dead Ojamas, and bring it back on the field. And it swaps all the attack defense points of all Ojamas, so that's really good. So Ojama Knight, its attack point is 0 and defense is 2500. Now with Ojama Country's effect, you swap it, so the attack will be 2500 and defense will be 0. Really good. Ojama Delta Hurricane, this is the card that helps you OTK your opponent. If you have black, yellow, and green on the field, use this card, you destroy everything on your opponent's side of the field. 2 Ojama Magic, really good if you combo it with Ojama Country, because like I said, Ojama Country said that if you discard a card from your hand, you can bring back one of your dead Ojamas. So if you discard Ojama Magic, if it's discard from your hand, you get to search out black, blue, and yellow from your deck, so that's really good. Line of Vortex, it clears the field. Book of Moon flips down one of your opponent face-up monster to face down, or one of yours, doesn't matter. Instant Fusion, pay 1k life points, and you have to pop out Ojama Knight. Creature Swap, swaps one of your monsters with your opponent's monster. Usually, if I don't have a Ojama Country in the field, and let's say I have a Ojama Yellow in the field, and it's 0 attack points, and my opponent has, I don't know, like a Dark Arm or something, I use Creature Swap to swap the monsters, so I'll get the advantage. Defusion, it defuses one of the monster. MST, you destroy a spell or trap. Poly, defuse the monster together. Super Poly, same thing as Poly, but this one's different because all you have to do is discard a card from your hand, and during the process of summoning your fusion monster, your opponent cannot use any traps or any spells or anything like that on the fusion monster, so your opponent can't use bottomless or anything like that on it, so it's really good. 2 Secretary Armor, it stops the attacking monster and destroys it. 1 Torrential Tribute, blows up the field. Negate attack, it ends the battle phase and stops all the attack. It stops OTKs especially. Just Type Break, it's a cheap 25-cent common card. It works like it acts like a mirror force, because if one of your normal monsters get targeted by one of your opponent's monster, you can use this card to destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. 1 Ultimate Offering, this card is insanely good. So let's say if you have the OTK hand, Overturn Kill hand, let's say you have the Ojama Blue, Red, Yellow, Green, and Black, and you have Ojama Country in the field, and you're about to deal the 5,000 damage. But then all of a sudden when you play red, something happens to it, and you're like, damn, I can't do that anymore. You can use Ultimate Offering as an alternate way to summon your other cards. So with Ultimate Offering, you can, for every monster you summon, you pay 500 life points. So you pay like 2k life points and use Hurricane, and then just OTK, attack your opponent for 4k. That's really good. Of course your opponent can play monsters too, but if your opponent knows that he's running against Ojamas, of course he's not stupid enough to drop out like a bunch of monsters, because even if they do pop out like 3 blue eyes, all you have to do is drop out Hurricane and destroys all 3 of those monsters. So that's really good right there. And Bottomless, it destroys any monster that is special summon, flip summon, or normal summon, or anything like that, or with 1500 or more. So yeah, that's the Ojama deck. Really good for a deck. This is one of the cheapest deck I've ever seen around, and it's only like not even that expensive. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, that's the deck contest entry. So yeah.